What up, you guys? Happy Monday. Thank you so much for tuning back in. And once again, let's get right into it. So today, as far as how my trading went, as you can see from the thumbnail, it was another red Monday. I tend to always be red on Mondays. I don't know what it is about it. I feel like it's me just trying to get back into it, like warm up for the week because, it's just the start of a new week and stuff like that. But definitely made some mistakes today I'm going to cover. But just to quickly cover how I did on the day, I was down as far as day trading. I was down $75 and change. I was down 45 on SQs, 30 on TQs, and I had quite a bit of filled orders today. I can't even talk. So if I scroll all the way down, you guys will be able to see all of them. And feel free to pause it if you guys want, but it obviously is a lot, and I'm just gonna cover kind of what's important on the day. But our account was green because of our swing trades from the tech stocks. Tesla being one of them, right? It had a pretty solid day, up over $200 we were. For it, it's trading right around under 210. So that's pretty exciting. But the NASDAQ did push up today. And right around here was when the market opened up. So heading into the pre-market, we did see this nice gap up, right? And right around here at 6:30 in the morning, just to remind you guys again, here's where I'm looking at the time, right? That's where you guys can tell. It was right around this area here. So when the market opened up, we did start to see a bit of chop, but ultimately it fell a bit and found a support and ended up rallying, right? It did a nice job of finding a higher low because as it was uptrending in the pre-market, it did start to fizzle out a bit when the market opened up, but it was able to find a nice support around this area, right? It didn't want to drop. It kept really wanting to pop, and ultimately that was enough of a support to really have it start rallying, and the NASDAQ ended up finding this kind of higher low and kept really going with that pattern, right? So what went wrong with me today is when the market opened up, as it started to fall, I was thinking it was going to be an SQQQ play, meaning I thought the NASDAQ was going to fall. And why did I think that? It's really important to look at the market in the different time frames, kind of to get you a bigger picture of what's going on, a better idea of it. And here, for example, is a 5-day, 5-minute time frame. And the reason why I thought the market was going to sell off was because looking at it big picture, I saw that the market was downtrending, right? The market has been downtrending for a good little while now. It's right. It's no secret. That's why you've heard that a lot of the tech stocks have been dying pretty aggressively. And with the market just downtrending, right, looking at this pattern, I saw that anytime the NASDAQ tended to approach the top VWAP, it would end up following with a nice little sell-off, right? And right around here was no different, right? The market opened up, and as it started to kind of open up and sell off, because in pre-market it had touched the top VWAP right around here, right? Just like it had done before, I was looking for a sell-off, and it really started to want to form. But when the market opens up, like I've told you guys, there is a tendency to try and kind of change direction after maybe the first half an hour the market opens up, and that's what we ended up happening. So that's what ended up happening. The market ended up basically finding a support right around here, going really strong, and it wasn't until it had this gap up, this leg up here, where it hit the top VWAP and actually had a pretty decent sell-off, right? It had a nice sell-off just like it had done in the past anytime it touched kind of the top VWAP. And that's the play I was looking for, right? For a bigger sell-off kind of down around here. And that's where I went wrong on a day. I basically got on the wrong side of it. I timed it wrong, and I should have done a better job of basically realizing that the market could still have had the move I was looking for. I just had to be more patient. Because I started to go with SQQQ only to get stopped out as this thing popped, right? And I started to want to go with the market for TQQQs as it started to rally, and I definitely should have been on the lookout for another drop. So that's how I ended up losing money on TQQQ, right? Because it did end up coming back down. And you can look at it on a bunch of different time frames. This is the 5-day 15-minute, right? It was pretty similar to the 5-day 5-minute, but you can see that it made sense why there could have been a drop when it approached the top VWAP. And that's what I was looking for, like I said, but unfortunately I got caught up in the wrong play, right? So this is the 10-day 30-minute, the 20-day 1 hour. I just want to give you guys an idea of the different charts I look at, because if you look at the 20-day 1 hour, you can clearly see that the direction has been downtrending, right? If you really want direction to be in your favor, I would say it's in your best interest to be going with SQQQ on the day, in my opinion, right? And that's why I was looking out for this play. But right around these areas, the market has been holding somewhat well, right? Let me go back to the 1 day, 1 minute. And I'm not completely sure at this point whether the market is going to try to keep forming this higher low and start to rally, right around here, or whether it's going to kind of keep confirming this downtrending pattern right around here, these lower highs, and it might just pop up again here only to get rejected and keep selling off more aggressively. So I'm going to be on the lookout for both of those plays tomorrow, and that's definitely something that is exciting for us to witness tomorrow and the rest of the week, to see where the Nasdaq really does want to head. But as far as day trading, that's how it went on the day. And if there's one thing I want you guys to take away from that, it's how important it is to look at the different time frames, because you can really get an idea of where a potential play might be coming. When this thing really started to want to pop, right, and go with direction, it could have made sense if we saw the market was consistently selling off to hold off on getting into SQQQ until we saw maybe it approach the top VWAP again like it did before, and actually start aggressively wanting to sell off, right? These were pretty big red candles, and that led to this big flush down, right? A lot of selling pressure. So that's what we need to take into consideration, right? The different areas where the direction could change. And yeah, that's what I need to work on for sure tomorrow, and I look forward to being better at it, just staying more on top of it. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Take care.